It's Christmas! That's right, Fluffernutters, it's fudging Crimbo! That magical time of year when, whether or not you're actually Christian or even religious at all, you've got to spend all your money on pointless bullshit.
Honey, aren't we filming this in...
Like I said, it's Christmas, and it is...
We just released the Halloween episode like 3 days ago.
Kayfabe, goddammit! Since it's obviously Christmas, that means it's time for a Christmas-themed episode. But wait, what's that sound? I wonder what Santa has brought for me this year. Maybe it's an Maybe it's fucking birds, okay? You play as Hiyoko Tosaka, a bright and cheery 15-year-old who's enthralled to spend her first semester at St. Pigeonations, a prestigious private academy for birds. There, she'll make countless new friends and... Wait, what the fuck? Didn't we already do this, like, 8 months ago? With really shitty delivery and a cheap-ass microphone? You know, 12 hours of dating birds, going into a creepy basement, lots of people die. Kind of a cliffhanger ending. So, does this mean we're gonna find out what happens next? Well, actually, no, we're not. See, despite what you might have assumed, Holiday Star is not Hatoful Boyfriend 2. In fact, the game specifically says that it takes place in a universe where that creepy basement, people dying scene at the end of the first Hatoful Boyfriend never happened. Rather than being a sequel, it's a fandisk. Not quite a sequel, not quite a spin-off. The Hatoful Wiki calls it a companion piece, and that's probably the best way to describe a typical fandisk. Just a loose selection of additional content that's light on story and heavy on fan service. The husbandos you love, gags, gimmicks, bonus routes, alternate universes. For those of you who just can't get enough of your favorite Bishonen. Holiday Star does just that, but much like its predecessor, it starts off with slapstick goofy slice of birdie life comedy and slowly devolves into serious soul-crushing ennui territory. And much like my review of its predecessor, I'll be walking a rather thin tightrope between trying not to spoil any twists while still conveying just how much this game will fuck you up. Because even though the horrible ending of the first Hatoful never happened, oh god, it will fuck you up. Curse these birds and their tragic existences! So with that, let's tackle the main meat of this Christmas dinner. And no, I'm not talking about Yuya.
Characters Romance.
Now how are we gonna do this? I mean, it's a fan disc, so most of the characters are going to be the same ones we saw in Hatoful Boyfriend 1. And as tempting as it'd be to pad this review out, instead, let's do Lightning Round! Sickly Cinnamon Bun, Sleepy Weirdo, James Bond with Wings, The Boring One, Deviant, Oh God My Feels, Meme Bird, background characters, and my fucking husband! And with that out of the way, let's introduce our new bird, shall we? Miru and Kaku, two short, fat, white, lumpity things, whose hobbies include jumping, bouncing, hopping, leaping, and screaming, "Merry Christmas!" at the top of their lungs. They're weird, but good kids at heart, although they have a lot more to do with the serious side of this world than you might first expect. Don't ask me why they're gifts. Or why they have hands. Tohri Nishikikouji, a flashy and flamboyant golden pheasant who couldn't be more obviously evil if he tried. He worked for the same facility as Shu once did, but was severely overshadowed by our favourite fat doctor, which has given Nishikikouji a chip on his shoulder the size of Gibraltar. Like Shu, he's bat-fuck crazy, but in a more cartoonish and cackling sort of way, monologuing about his brilliant schemes that'll make everyone realize his genius, whilst wielding a comically oversized laser gun. He was technically a secret route in the HD re-release of the original game, but since his route was exclusive to the PS4 version, I'm shit out of luck. Saki is Butler. He's a butler. He only shows up in one skit. His human form is really hot. Butlers are rad. He has pretty much no story relevance though. This guy, just called the King. Ruler of a mysterious watercolor wonderland, he's a mystifying, mercurial oddball who refers to himself in the third person, narrating his words and actions like the author of a picture book while sending you off to perform pointless bullshit fetch quests. And of course, behind his cartoonish mannerisms and inexplicable mood swings lies a huge gaping pit hole of horrible despair. Because this is Hatoful Boyfriend after all. And finally, you have this mysterious wandering traveler who seems oddly familiar and obviously has no secret plot relevant past for you to worry about. I'm sure it's nothing, so let's just move on, shall we?
Gameplay.
Let's get this out of the way real quick. If you're hoping for something that plays like the first game, you're gonna be let down. Holiday Star does away with the original game's stat system, and for the most part, with pretty much all player choices. Throughout the game, there are a grand total of 8 decisions you can make, and 6 of those boil down to, does the story keep going, or do you immediately die horribly? There are no alternate endings, no way to divert away from the main story, save 2 optional short scenes in the first chapter. It's still incredibly enjoyable, but not so much a game as a linear kinetic novel. The main bulk of Holiday Star consists of 4 episodes, each about 60 to 90 minutes long. The first of these follows our adorable avians trying to track down the Christmas Thieves, an evil gang of delinquent miscreants who, not unlike the villains in a crappy Christmas special cartoon, have been absconding with every Christmas tree in Little Dove Hachiman City, which has a name all of a sudden. Huh. The second focuses on our favorite divorced from reality bleeding heart Dove Angel and his quest to become a professional manga artist. And maybe he's being scouted by a mysterious nutjob. It's even more ridiculous than it sounds, trust me. The third episode features the gang holding an eclipse viewing party on the snowy school rooftop, during which you fall asleep and wake up on a mysterious galactic railroad alongside Nagaki. And the fourth episode follows on from that point into a tear-jerking stew of drama, angst, Japanese literary references, and revelations that'll shake your perspective on several major characters. But once you finish sobbing out every tear your poor sad eyes can wring out, then it's back to light-hearted comedy land, with this game's slew of self-contained bonus scenes. There's a series of shrine dates where you can go and make wishes with a boy of your choice, but with the option to replace the stock standard bird photos with more traditional human sprites. Like the filthy casual you are. What, you're not physically attracted to birds? Excuse me, Miss Vanilla USA. As you play through the main episodes, you unlock other cute skits about Legumentine's Day, Sakuya's hot butler, a school trip planning meeting with 2 birds that really should not be in the same room together. Remember, this game takes place in a weird, goofy, not quite canon world where sometimes dead characters are alive and everything is A-okay, aside from the parts which are definitely not okay. Finally, a series called The How and Why of St. Pigeonations, where Ryota acts as a radio host, answering questions sent in by real-life 2D bird lovers. Questions ranging from, is Shu ever not a dick? And please put Ryota in a schoolgirl uniform, to question about the game's first ending and the truth behind the much aforementioned creepy basement. And, this question, which I'm going to do a dramatic reading of. Oko-san! 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 Hip, sniff, smells good, hip. I want to hip, Oko-san's pure white plumage, hip. Wait, no, not hip, mofu, crunchy, mofu, my heart. Festival Oko-san is so cute. Oko-san's voice is decided. Yay! Cute, he's too cute. Oko-san, I'm so glad the drama CDs are gonna be sold. Wait, no, it can't be. The drama CDs are not real. Wait, the games aren't real either? Oko-san is not real. No! Damn it. No! Darn it! I'm quitting! I'm quitting reality! Wait! He's looking at me! Oko-san in my monitor is looking at me. He's looking at me! He's looking at me! The Oko-san on the blog! He's looking at me! He's talking to me! In the game! Thank Pooty! I'm glad I'm still here! Yay! I have Oko-san! I did it, Louise! Could it already be done? The drama CD! Oko-san! Anjo! Yoda! Sakuya! Yuya! Deliver my love to Oko-san! Deliver it to him at St. Pigeonations! Well, now that I've thoroughly scared you all, let's talk about graphics!
Presentation.
Holiday Star also has quite a few more locations than the first game, which really makes Little Dove Hachiman's city feel alive and vivid, and it gives you a much better sense that this is all taking place in a specific world. Even on the shrine dates, there are 4 or 5 different backgrounds. You walk, you travel, you fight a tank, you fly off to a mysterious, picturesque fairyland that looks like Salvador Dali drank a bucket of glow-in-the-dark rave paint and threw up on everything. Each part of the titular Holiday Star looks unique and quirky, mixing a generic fantasy town aesthetic with bits and pieces of surreal chaos, not unlike how Hatoful itself mixes quirky shoujo parody antics with endless fucking suffering. Just as the art contains a mix of old and new, so does the soundtrack. You'll still hear all those familiar character and location themes, but a good 2/3 of the tracks are all new material. There's a generous spattering of classic Christmas tunes, themes for new characters, and some intensely over-the-top stuff for the more dramatic moments, like my favorite new track entitled Yuya's Guns. Yeah, you're damn right I like Yuya's Guns. Like the first game, this is pretty much all royalty-free music from composers like Moose Moose, Sentive, and Kevin MacLeod, who incidentally is also the composer of Otome-Nia's wonderful theme song. But, as I've said tons of times before, when used properly, freeware assets can be hella effective. The chosen tracks are so dynamic, engaging, and appropriately timed that you'd think they were created specifically to accompany those scenes. Also, this interface is just so cute. I just want to rub my face on all those little icons.
Final thoughts.
So, is Holiday Star a holiday star? Or does it crash to the earth in a ball of flame, killing millions of civilians? See, because that's like the thing I did in episode 2, where I was like, is Hatoful Boyfriend a magnificent phoenix or a big pile of pigeon shit? I think that's how it went. Sorry, not sure where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, I love it. While not the sequel I'd hoped for, Holiday Star is a fantastic experience that any fan of Hatoful is sure to love. It's like someone out there went up to Hatomoa and said, "Please sir, I want some more burbs." And Moa was like, "Sure, yeah, okay," and then threw a fuck ton of birds at us. More stories, more jokes, more places, and more pop culture references than you can shake a Sakazaki at. That's the game's biggest strength, but unfortunately also its biggest weakness. Let me be blunt for a sec. If you haven't played Hatoful Boyfriend 1 to completion, including the horrible, sad basement death part, you're not gonna get much out of this game. There aren't any alternate story paths here, because this game has one very specific story to tell, which completely hinges on characters and concepts that I can't mention here due to our no spoiler policy. So if you don't know who Hattori Uzume is, or what happened at Hatoful House, or why Nagaki never leaves the library, Holiday Star will just leave you spoiled and confused. So am I telling you not to buy this game? Fuck no! I'm saying you should buy the original game and Holiday Star. We're bringing this out on the 15th of December, guys, and 3 words. Steam Holiday Sale. Hatoful's price always plummets to like $3 during the sales, so you could pick up both games for less than the price of a bag of Legumentines candy.
Wait. You just admitted it's not Christmas.
Shut it, it's Christmas, okay?
It's not Christmas.
Kayfabe, dude! Why? No! Birds! So many birds! Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more Otome-Nia, check the videos above. On the left is our Mystic Messenger review, and on the right is the first episode of Season 2. And if you're feeling extra generous, why not get yourself the gift of exclusive Otome-Nia content by contributing to our Patreon. Have a happy holidays!